Hey there, it's Rachel Mullins, the host of Hashtag No Filter Fridays on Public House Media.
Hi, this is Emily.
This is Lindsay.
And this is Elizabeth,
co-hosts of Beauties and Headcanons here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Once you are done with this episode, we hope you'll come check out our show, Beauties and Headcanons, where we talk nerdy to you about fandoms, fan fiction, and all pop culture for nerds that you can think of. A new show comes out every Friday.
Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you never miss an episode of Beauties and Headcanons. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Welcome to the C. Jane Sell podcast,
a relatable sales podcast for your weekly dose of sanity. I'm your host, Chelsea Dupre.
and I'm your host, Leigh Nieves. Hello.
Welcome!
Welcome to our first episode ever of the C. Jane Sell podcast.
Yeah, we are so excited that you guys are listening. We post about it on the IG, and I'm just so excited you're listening.
We're really stoked. My name's Leigh.
I'm Chelsea.
And we're your host of C. Jane Sell. I will say that this is our first podcast we've ever done. So we are newbies. We're figuring out this, we're treading this water.
It's like our first official podcast, because in the car we've podcasted hard together.
We've podcasted real hard together, and we should have just recorded those and just released them.
That's real content.
Real content, just talking in the car.
Yeah, exactly. And then my laugh isn't recorded.
Exactly. You'll come to find out that Chelsea hates her laugh more than anything.
It's like a baby gargoyle, cackle laugh. I'm really working on it, but it might slide.
That's right. You know what? I love you for who you are.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Anytime. The reason that we created this podcast is kind of like what we just mentioned. We've been in sales for a while now.
Yes.
And we have realized that our support system has been each other. And while Chelsea is one of my straight up one of the best support systems I've ever had, one of the greatest friends,
baby tear.
One of the greatest friends someone could ask for. But what we realized is that we cannot be the only two people feeling these feelings, thinking this way, having these struggles in sales, going through all these issues. They're universal issues, and we felt that there really wasn't a space for, I don't want to say only women, because, this podcast, we want it to be relatable to everyone.
Your mom, your cat, your dog, your
100%.
sister, your aunt, your uncle, your brother.
If your cat is out there slinging lip sense. If your cat's out there slinging lip sense, we want to support your cat.
Smudge-free, stay-free, sweat-free, vegan.
All the stuff. But no, we really, we are two girls. So our perspective is going to be from the female perspective. We need to make that clear. Our perspective is obviously going to be from our experiences. But, we just felt that we didn't have a space that we could go and just find support.
That was relatable. Not wake up and be perfect because this is what I do and these are all the textbook answers. Legit, I woke up, my breath smells like an armpit, and my hair is stuck to the side of my face. Relatable. Or that ugly cry that everybody has, but you're gonna hide it. No, ugly cry is what you're gonna get. We want you to feel it cry with us. You're in Taylor Swift's song.
We just want you to live in a Taylor Swift music video when you listen to this. That's all we want. We just want you to feel.
Feel it.
But no, that's such a good point, because one of the main things that I have an issue with when I listen to other sales podcasts is that I feel like they are all Wolf of Wall Street, wake up, grind, do your thing, just stick it to the man, do whatever, yada yada. And for me, that's just not relatable. That's not realistic.
I mean, it motivates me a little bit, but then I go to my third cold call and they're like, I don't want what you've got. And I'm like, man, what don't I have that Leo has?
Exactly. It can be motivating, but it's not healthy.
It's not something you can continue on through. Correct. So let's get down, find the dirty, figure out why you feel the way you do. Or guess what? Nothing's going to change. That's how it is. So let's alter our perspectives.
Yes.
I handled it this way, which was really poor, so learn from me and do it better next time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
Just learn about yourself. We really just want to learn about ourselves. We want you to learn about yourself, make self-discoveries, and be a better person, because at the end of the day, 2019 is about making that bread, y'all.
Oh.
And you cannot make that bread if you're in the wrong mindset.
Unless you're gluten-free, then we'll find something else for you.
Right. We can, oh my gosh, make that gluten-free bread.
Oh.
Do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Make that rice cake.
Oh,
honey.
I'm a big fan of the white cheddar rice cakes, but anyways.
Word, I feel you. But that is what we are here for. So a little background on Chelsea and I.
Yes.
Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You go first.
I'll go first.
You're so good at this. Okay, you go first.
I love you. So my background is, I did not start off in the sales world. Okay,
that's not true, because you have always been selling yourself. Okay,
little golden nugget.
Like whether
always
you,
been
I know
ourselves.
you're introducing yourself, so stop. Let me introduce you.
I love it.
I'm gonna let you do the thing, but waiting tables, you sold yourself. You got to get tips, and you got to sell the food, and you want the upgrades. Blah 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 blah. I don't know how it worked where you were at, but I've done my share of waiting tables.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Acting. We have a movie star in our presence, y'all.
Yeah.
I'll let her tell you more, but you had to sell yourself.
You do.
Yeah.
That is a really good point. I swear I'll get to the background of myself, but life experiences can very, very much translate to sales experiences. And it's so difficult to be like, well, I don't have sales experience. What do I do? No, you literally walk and live and breathe. Like, you have sales experience.
But that's like another podcast for another day that we're really excited about.
For sure. Yeah. Put a pin in that. Write it down. Make a note. We'll talk about that later. Anyways.
Yeah.
Back to me.
Back to Leigh. And here she is. With America.
So, my background, I was a theater arts major at the University of Louisville. Graduated, was like, I'm gonna just pursue this acting thing. You only live once, freaking let's get after it. Hoorah. And New York was too cold, so moved to Los Angeles for 5 years. Pursued the crap out of acting. Loved it. Love acting. I completely I love the world of acting. I love being creative. But for me, it was really difficult to watch not only myself, but my really close friends who were so crazy talented and just beautiful, wonderful human beings fail constantly, regardless of how much work they put into something.
Right.
Because it didn't matter like how good you were. It didn't matter how beautiful you were. If you didn't know this person, or if you were wrong place, wrong time, you were not going to book anything. And for me, like, I can't handle that mindset in a career where if you put in work and you do the thing and you do all the stuff right, if you don't see results, I can't live like that. Like, I am like...
That's so depressing.
It's so depressing. I'm a type 3 on my Enneagram. I am an achiever, and if I can't see tangible results of what I'm going for, I am like, psh, this is horrible, and I'm not happy. So, I realized that, like, I had other passions. One of my passions was soccer, and women's soccer, and pursuing... You're looking at me because we'll get to why Chelsea was looking at me in this way.
My eyes are closed. I have a really bad, ugly, sad face.
It's all right. And so I'd always been a huge fan of the U.S. Women's National Team, and I had wanted so badly to just, like, work in that world and just, like, be in that world and live in that world and help women be equal in the professional sports world, if that makes sense. And I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what career path to take. So I just started, like, literally looking up every single thing you could possibly do to get involved in the sports world. And so I started doing some blogging. I started doing some reporting. I started doing some contributions to a couple of websites. And then I realized, like, oh snap, you can't make money doing this. What am I doing? I need to actually make money in the sports world. So I went into sales. Because it was the most natural fit for me as a person and my personality. And I was like, I know I can do really well at sales. So went into the sales world, and then literally, we're going to get real on you guys. And I think that
my heart just felt my butt.
This actually is a really good... I'm glad that this happened, because
yeah, me too.
The theme of our first episode is going to be how to begin. Because breaking news to everyone, I lost my job last week. And it was
murder.
It was actually literally the worst experience I think I've ever been through in my entire life. It is like the worst breakup I've ever gone through.
Y'all, this was her dream job. Okay.
Dream job. Let go without reason. Without reason.
Without any reason. But we all know what the reason is.
It's okay. We won't get into it. So
I get really angry.
Chelsea's my little attack dog.
I really
getting angry.
I'm literally like my mom said as a child, I'm a pit bull with a bone. Like
that's Chelsea.
It's me.
But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going through right now, and I'm so glad that I had that experience, and we're living and we're learning and we're growing through this. So I think the beginning of this podcast is the beginning of something incredible, and I'm really excited to just share all the experiences and share how I was really good, because I was really good.
Oh, freaking amazing.
I was really
good. Really good is like, I might want to laugh in your face. She was really good. That's like, I found $5 in the street. No, she's $100 bills in a Walmart parking lot. Okay? Big
I love you.
deal. Okay? You don't just find $100.
Thank you.
If they made $1,000 bill, you'd be that.
Yeah.
$1 million bill, for pity's sake.
I love you.
Shoot.
You're the best high compliment I've ever had. Thank you.
Thanks.
But yeah, so that's my journey, and that's my background, and that's where we are. And so now here we are doing this. And now, on a more positive note,
drum roll.
Let's learn a little bit about my good friend Chelsea. I'm
from Wyoming, the wild, wild west.
And she also uses weird voices.
Yeah, I don't know where
all the time.
I don't know.
If you're not down with that, maybe find another podcast.
Yeah, before we started, I was like, okay, just be yourself. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. And this is me. Okay.
I love it.
But I'm from Wyoming, little baby itty bitty town, one stoplight. It used to be a blinking light, and now we have a stoplight. Well, it's like a stop sign with one blinking light, so it's really coming on up.
You guys are getting up there.
We're getting up there. We have a Subway.
Oh, God.
And a Pizza Hut that you can eat in. Like, throwback.
Ugh.
So, y'all don't even know.
Fancy.
We have a super nice grocery market with the best meats in town. So, anyways, that's...
She digresses.
I digress. I was really excited about my town. So I'm from this little baby town in Wyoming. I had like 47 kids in my graduating class. My husband and I met in school. My degree is guitar pedagogy. And when I graduated, I was like, I'm going to go where my boyfriend is, do the thing, live somewhere else, but I want to get my degree first. So I moved out to San Jose, California, met so many amazing people and made so many good friends there. And I was like working 4 jobs because you can't have like an 8x8 room without paying $1,000 a month. So it's pretty cool.
Yep.
And so I was doing that, and then we got married, and then him and his family want to start a Fast Signs franchise. So he introduced me to the company I work for now, and him and his brothers run this Fast Signs franchise in Indiana. And I work for a company called UniFirst, and it's business-to-business sales. So, like, I've been in sales. Like, I sold memberships at Orange Theory Fitness. I taught guitar at the School of Rock. So I had to, like, sell that I could teach your children how to play the instruments. And then I worked at American Eagle and everything. But this was, like, my legit first real sales job. And I got really lucky that it just kind of clicked, I guess you could say. My first full year, I got to go to President's Club, and I was actually the runner-up for the company. There's about a little over 900 to 1,000 reps in the entire company, and I was runner-up, so that was so cool.
Freaking self-brag, girl.
I know.
Yes.
I didn't even know that was going to happen. It was like they called me, and my friends were like, Chelsea, that's you. And I was like, no, it's not.
That can't be me.
That's not me. And then they were like, describe it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it might be me. And I was like, no, Chelsea, like, reality check, like, sit down and like just chill out. And they said my name, and I was like, I'd like to thank my mom for this, and my husband, and my dog Bentley, and
like to thank my dog.
She's really supportive. And then my second year, I made it to President's Club again, and I was top 10, and that was really cool. We went to Cabo, and then we went to Aruba this year. So it was cool. It was really great. So
pretty much, like, she's literally one of the best freaking salespeople in her entire company. Out of like 1,000 people, this woman has been number 2, then top 10. She kills it.
Oh my gosh, you're making me blush.
But you know what? She still struggles.
Oh, every day.
Every day.
Every single
all
day.
the time.
Some struggles are harder than others, and it is what it is. And yeah, but I'm still a real human.
Exactly.
Have all of the same issues as everyone. I mean, I'm a real human. I sell uniforms and toilet paper for a living. How much more real could you get?
Girl, that's exciting, though.
Preach it.
Everybody
needs toilet tissue.
Oh, who's not stoked about soap? You know what I mean?
I'm telling you.
Get lit.
All sorts of kinds.
Awesome Dial. I don't know. Do you sell Dial? Is that a thing? No? Okay, sorry.
No, we
sorry.
don't sell Dial.
All right, just kidding. You can...
We can
bleep that out.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dial.
Sorry, Dial.
No sponsorship from you. Yeah, so we have had very different backgrounds. Mm-hmm. But in sales...
We came together.
We met... Oh
my gosh.
to tell the people how we met.
Okay, real fast.
Real quick.
She, I almost said audition. She applied at UniFirst, and they're like, you are super cool. And so they put her on a ride along with me because I'm the team lead for our location. We have 2 team leads, but that's besides the point. So she came on and did the ride along with me, and we just, like, became best friends. She was, like, super sleek and, like, suave and had, like, this super tight ponytail on the top of her head. Like, I will never forget. And I was like, oh, my gosh, she's going to hate me. Like, I am such a loser compared to her. No. Yeah, I was like, oh.
Which is so funny that you say that because I literally felt, like, so intimidated by you. When I first met you, I was like, oh, my God, this girl's so perfect.
I have RBF. That's why. This is the thing. I can't help it. Like, I'm like, hey, can I get some Botox that makes me look happy? Because I cannot keep smiling. Like, my face just goes to that. Okay? But anyways, we were on this ride along, and while we're on the ride along, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just found my best friend. This is so awesome. She's going to be so great. I'm like texting my manager. Her name's Rachel Speed. Shout out, you're the bomb. And she is, for real. And I was like, I love Leigh. She's amazing. If you don't hire her, I'll cut your tires. Like, I pretty didn't say that, but pretty sure I didn't say that, but I spilling it. But I did say you should get hired. Yeah. And then this BZ gets the offer of her dream job, and I'm like,
I know. And I need to reiterate, I actually was offered the job at UniFirst.
Yeah, she was.
Looking back, why didn't I take it? But this is neither here nor there. It all worked out.
You are where you are supposed to.
100%. Because here's the thing. Even though, like, I didn't take that job, you and I were connected.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think that I would be where I am today if it had not been for our friendship. Like, not to be dramatic, but be dramatic. Honestly, I don't care. Let's be dramatic. Let's get real.
Yeah, no, for real.
But yeah, so we had the idea for CJ and Sell.
We were cold calling together because just because you're in different sales companies, you can come together and help each other out. This is not like, I'm going to beat you. Well, actually, like, we are very competitive, but it's like, let's help each other out. Like, I know this person, you know this person. Let's introduce each other. So you can help each other. So that's what we were doing. And then we were just talking, and I was like, we are so smart. And, like, I feel so good right now. Like, and she's like, yeah, well, we should do something about it. And I was like, okay. And then we just did something about it. And it was like, what do we do next? Now that we have this, like, amazing freaking idea, like, let's make a lot of friends. Let's help people. Let's talk. Let's help people. 100%. Yeah.
That is the goal of this.
Yeah.
And
maybe give you a good laugh.
Right. Give you a little chuckle.
Just a little baby.
Give you a little smile for the week.
Yeah. I almost laughed really stupid.
Okay, good. Okay. Glad you didn't. But so we thought of the name. The name actually came.
Everything has been so organic.
It's been so organic. Ugh. It's been so weird. And we were trying to think, like, okay, like, if we want to do this podcast, like, what can we name it? Like, because we didn't want to just have it be called, like, the sales podcast, or like
sell yourself,
like women in sales, or you know, we were like, what can we do? And I think it was you who literally just blurted out CJ and Sell, and I was just like, dang it, that is so genius because it is an action.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
But it also comes into, like, we were talking about this, like, see Jane Sell, like, see Jane, like, y'all, you're Jane right now. And, like, we're Jane. Like, see yourself. Like, find your best self. Like, that's what we're continually always working on. And I hope that we can translate that to you and you can something can come of this to help you better yourself. So see your inner Jane. Like, find your best you.
Completely.
But also, the see Jane sell stuff, like see Jane sell, see Jane succeed, see Jane be awesome, see Jane make lots of money, see Jane do it.
Yes, see Jane do it. Oh, see Jane boss the F out of 2019.
I'm gonna put that on the back of a t-shirt or on a bumper sticker. Could you imagine that on the back of my car? No.
Actually, you know what? I could. You know what? I see it.
I put it as a sticker in the window, not on the bumper.
Right. Okay.
That's valid. We'll work on it.
We'll work on it.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So we're essentially just trying to create a space for you guys, and the theme of this first episode, and we're playing around with different ideas of like, what do we even like? What, like, we want to introduce you to us. We want you to understand like what we're trying to do, and we had this idea of like how to begin. It's the beginning of a new year. It's the beginning of 2019. It's still the beginning, even though it's February. It's
still the beginning,
but it's the beginning.
Like, have you ever heard like the first pancake? Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you all a secret to life. It's called the first pancake. Okay, like if you're in a relationship and you broke up, well, you're gonna have to get like a rebound relationship, like something that's not too long but not too short, that kind of breaks you back into it. That's called your first pancake. Why is that called your first pancake? Because when you're making breakfast, the first pancake you make, you always burn it. So January is your first pancake. You maybe messed up. Maybe you missed that second week of working out. Well, that's what January's for, people.
January is the first pancake.
January is your pancake. February is where it happens.
February is that second pancake.
Oh,
that's
the one that's like kind of got those crispy edges from the bacon grease, but it's like fluffy.
But like beautiful golden, just like tan colored.
Unless you're into French toast, the same thing happens.
Yeah, for sure. Same thing.
It's like the same.
It can be your first food that you make.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Hopefully this is our first pancake.
Right. So now we want to talk about how to make your second pancake. How to begin on that second pancake.
Oh, I love it.
And just different little tidbits of little golden nuggets of knowledge and how we currently are beginning.
Yeah.
If that even makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah. Take it away.
So for me, I think the main thing that I'm a list person.
Oh.
I am always a list person. And I found that out about myself. Not everyone is a list person. But for me, no matter what I'm doing, it doesn't matter if I am about to make a million cold calls, if I'm about to make phone calls, if I'm about to do my laundry, if I'm about to clean out my closet. I am the person. I have to have a piece of paper in front of me and I have to make a list. Because I get very scatterbrained and my mind is always running a million miles an hour.
Oh my gosh.
And trying to figure out a million different things that I can do.
Yes.
Because when I am cleaning out my closet, I'm like, oh my gosh, but I could be reorganizing my pantry right now. What am I doing? And I'm like, no. Please.
But then my fridge.
But then like, oh my
car.
Like, oh gosh, yeah, I gotta clean up my car. Like,
the dogs need me.
So for me, the dogs need me. Dang it. So for me, I have to have something in front of me telling me what to do that I have decided on. Baby steps. So for me, it's making a list. And that doesn't work for everybody.
No.
I think that you have to figure out how you begin and what helps you achieve whatever goal you're going towards.
Yeah.
Whether that's huge goals or little baby tiny goals.
Yes. The little babies lead to the big daddies.
That's so true.
That was really weird, but you got what I meant.
Not your best analogy.
Not my best. Yeah, not my best. Not my best.
For sure. Chelsea, what do you do to begin?
To begin? Well, for being real, I get on Instagram for a minute and I'm just like, just get your mind right. You know, it's okay to take like 5 minutes to just like set yourself. You know, like do it like starting your day. Like, what gets you grounded? Is it getting up and saying like your morning prayer? Is it getting up and like doing your yoga? Is it like laying in bed and saying like, come on dogs, come cuddle me? Like, what starts your day off on a positive note? Because you decide how your day starts. Everything is on you. This is your life, your day, your challenges, your outcomes. So pick what starts out your day in a good way and then give yourself time. Like, I know how long it's going to take me to get ready, so I'm going to plan accordingly. Then you go to work, and I'm like, okay, this is my goal. I write down my goals. But the thing is like, you don't want to get like too lofty. Like, do it so it's achievable. Mm-hmm. Like, your most important goals to this just needs to get done, and then the things that just need to get done, they can be bumped to tomorrow's has to get done. You know, just don't go overboard with it. But like, make sure you're taking time to like check out and like take a mental break for yourself. But know like what has to get done today. I'm a big schedule to-do list person. Like, it takes me probably like 5 lists to make, because it has to be in the right pen and the right like handwriting and like the cuteness of it. Right. Because I'm like, I don't feel inspired by this. Actually, a little bit, but not really. But I do like to have like, from this time to this time I'm doing this. From this time to this time I'm doing this. And in this block I'm doing these things, because I get really off task. Like, I'm like, oh, you guys want to talk? Okay. Yeah. Like, let's do it.
For sure. But you've recognized that about yourself, and you realize that's what you need. And sometimes schedules sometimes stress people out. And if it stresses you out, oh my gosh, don't do it. Yes. But if you need that, and that is how you
That's just how we do it.
100%. 100%. It's not going to work for everyone. No. I really like the idea that you mentioned about starting your day off on a positive note, because I'm really bad about waking up on the wrong side of the bed. But my thing is like, ooh, I know every morning when I wake up, when I have a cup of coffee, my mood changes immediately. You're like, hello, world. But like, it's like every day I wake up and I forget that fact. And I don't realize that fact until I have, and I hate that thing where it's like, don't talk to me until I've had my morning coffee. Like, that's literally me though. Like, I will wake up and I'll be in the worst mood, and I'm like, oh my gosh, today's gonna be terrible. I hate everyone. This is the worst. And I'll walk downstairs and I'll make myself an Americano, and everything's fine. And I'm like, dang it, I knew that. I knew if I just made myself a cup of coffee, I'd be cool. Yeah. I'd be so chill. Yeah. But like, I think that I need like I need a picture beside my bed that
just
just
says,
off
your bed. So the first thing you do when you open your eyes, like, Leigh.
Make a friggin' cup of coffee and get over yourself. Yeah. Don't think about anything until you make coffee.
Just chill, girl.
But like, I've recognized that, and I'm trying really hard now to realize like, okay, maybe I'm in a bad mood right now, but maybe that'll change in 5 minutes.
Or like, find like a mantra for yourself that you can like repeat every day. Like, I'm open to money, and I'm open to challenges that I can handle, and I'm open to receiving things that are positively going to come my way. Like, find something that just makes you feel good, even if that's like that, oh my gosh, that cute little girl in the mirror, like when she's on the counter, like, I'm awesome, I'm smart, I'm funny, I'm the best. Like, oh, do it. Like, just do it. Like, it takes time to make things into a habit, but like,
completely takes time.
Just do it. And there's going to be mornings where you're probably going to snooze in, and it's going to happen, and that's a thing. Yeah. It happens.
You have stuff going on in your lives.
It happens. You know. But find, like, I've been really on, like, this kick of, like, do 1 to 3 things every day that make you happy. Oh. Just do 1 to 3 things every day. If that means, like, sitting down and watching the Kardashians, like, sit down and watch the Kardashians.
Yeah. Do it if it makes you happy.
Do it.
But, I mean, don't do it, like, all day, all the time, obviously. No, like, just, like, you have to, like, get your life together and get stuff done. Yeah. But if 30 minutes at night you sit down and you watch the
Kim and K, like, keep it real,
then heck yeah. Yeah. Do that thing.
Do it.
That's a really good idea. And especially because, like, let's say that you know, like, tomorrow you have a really rough day at work. And you're like, oh my gosh, tomorrow's going to be so ridiculous. I have all this stuff I have to get done. I have this huge meeting. I'm going to be stressed out. I'm going to do this. But then, like, you know, at the end of the day, you're like, you know what? But I can go home after work and do X or Y or Z.
Or none of it.
Or I can go home and do absolutely nothing. It's like doing one thing that makes you happy, like, can kind of
schedule it.
Yes. And make sure you do it.
If you journal it, whatever. Or another thing that I've noticed, like, if you're feeling, like, really down on, like, where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? Start making a list of things
every day.
You're like, hi, that's me.
Living it.
Yeah. Like, start writing down things you're grateful for. Like, I'm grateful for my house. I'm grateful for my husband. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for this furry blanket that my friend Rachel gave me for Christmas because it's so soft and amazing.
It makes you happy.
It makes me happy. You know? Yeah. Like, write it down and, like, see, okay, my life isn't in shambles. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little, but not totally. And I have things to be grateful for. Mm-hmm. And I have clean socks today.
And that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
I love
baby
that.
steps. You don't have to wake up in a mansion and have millions of dollars and do all those things. Like, stay positive, make little attainable goals, try to find a big picture that makes you happy. Mm-hmm. But, like, the thing in life isn't to be stressed out and working so you're miserable all the time. Like, do some things that make you happy. And then the stressfulness and the grind of everything won't be so taxing on your soul.
Oh, yes, Chelsea. I'm really feeling that.
I know.
I love it.
It just felt right.
It sounded right, too. Incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what we have to look forward to in our podcast, which we are really, really stoked about, the future.
The future.
Essentially, pretty much every episode is going to kind of be just like this little conversation we just had. We're going to have a different theme, and we want to listen to you too. So,
yeah, so like if you think of something.
Oh my gosh, we have an Instagram page, CJ at CJ and Sell Podcast. Freaking comment, DM us if you have questions. You're like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm struggling with? Like this. Like we want to be open, and we want to be able to talk about things that will help you. And will honestly probably help us too, because I bet you anything, if you've struggled with it, we 100% have struggled with it 38,000 times.
And if anything, if I don't know the answer, I'll call my mom, because moms know everything.
Word.
They're so smart.
They are so smart. And we also have a lot of guests that we're planning on bringing on too. They're going to have different fields of expertise that we don't know about. But maybe this is someone, you know, in a different field that's going to know how to answer this, or how to like get through this, or have advice because they've been through it before.
Or maybe it's not real advice, but like, oh my gosh, you get it.
Yes, like a revelation of just like
this isn't just me. Like, this is actually something that happens, and again, I need to change my mindset, and I can only control what I can control, and this is sucky. So
completely.
Some things in life just suck, people. Okay, they just suck.
And that's the point of the podcast, is that sometimes things suck.
It's like stubbing your toe. You're gonna get that. It's gonna happen, and it sucks.
Everything sucks.
Okay, a paper cut between your fingers. That sucks.
Everything sucks. Just make money and live your life,
and then you can
pay for suckier things. And then you just buy things that make you happy. We're the worst.
You know what else sucks? Wrinkles. But you know what you can do if you make a lot of money? You can buy Botox.
Correct. You can. Or, you know what? Embrace your wrinkles,
too.
Absolutely.
If
you want to, also, don't
change yourself.
Don't listen to us sometimes. Don't listen to us sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes we're not going to tell you. The way we think is not going to work for everyone. Yeah. But we want you to know that it's okay to disagree with us sometimes. So Occasionally. Maybe. Yeah. So stay tuned. Our second episode, we're going to be talking about bro code, office environments. Yes. Things that we've dealt with in the past. So we're really stoked about that conversation. We have some awesome guests coming up this month, so please stay tuned for that. Please follow us on Instagram at CJ and Sell Podcast. Share this with your friend who you think might need this. Rate, review, give us a review. It helps our ratings. And we really, really hope that you will come back for episode 2. Please. Thanks for listening.
Bye.